Hey, what's going on today, guys? It's Trey. Welcome back to the channel. As always, welcome back to sunny, beautiful Germany. It is so hot today. In fact, it's about 100 degrees Fahrenheit, so roughly around 38 to 39 degrees Celsius. And I'm gonna be honest, I had no idea that it got this hot in Germany. So I know we're located in the southern portion of Germany, but we're experiencing some record heat right now. It is really hot. It's obviously summer. A lot of people probably love this weather compared to the freezing cold temperatures that this region is known for. But me personally, man, I am not a huge fan of this heat. Of course, I'm out here with my son, Golden. We're gonna walk around a little bit. Let's just talk about this crazy weather that we've experienced living here in Germany so far. So before we actually moved here to Germany, we lived in the state of Hawaii in the US, a place that you would think is pretty hot, and I'm not gonna lie, it is kind of hot, but it still doesn't touch Stuttgart and Baden-Württemberg when it comes to heat. It is extremely hot here and way hotter than I thought it would be. And so for me, it's pretty challenging because I'm a runner. I run about 4 to 5 miles a day, 6 days a week. And it's a challenge. You know, I have to plan out my runs. I have to constantly be checking the weather apps, and I have to just constantly be checking because, for example, when I woke up this morning, it was about 50 degrees Fahrenheit, right? Which is kind of chilly, especially for me being from Florida. And then now, fast forward a few hours later, it's almost 100 degrees. That's a 50-degree change. So I'm not used to this. Yeah, it's crazy. It's really crazy. Now, a quick disclaimer I wanted to make to you guys is I'm actually from Florida, right? I'm from the proverbial sunshine state. So I know real heat. I know what real heat feels like, but this just feels a lot worse in my opinion. There's no wind. This is just pure heat. There's a dryness to it. There's also a little bit of humidity as well. I've never really felt heat quite like this. It's just not something that I'm really used to. So I've lived in Los Angeles, I've lived in Chicago, I've lived in Florida, and I've lived in Hawaii. And I'm gonna go out on a limb and say that Stuttgart is hands down probably one of the hottest cities that I've lived in, probably the hottest city that I've lived in. And so I'm sure for a lot of you guys, that's a pretty shocking statement to make and pretty much quite a bold statement to make, but it gets really hot here. And if you look at the heat indexes and, if you look at the real world feel, it is hot here. It's like opening up an oven. It's really hot. And I'm not gonna lie, I can't wait until fall rolls around because this is just a little bit too much for me. Now, the hottest places that I've ever been on Earth is actually Las Vegas, Nevada, and like Red Rock Canyon, that entire area, Henderson, Hoover Dam, the Palm Desert in California / Joshua Tree National Park. And hands down, the hottest place that I've ever been on Earth is actually the United Arab Emirates. It doesn't get any worse than that type of heat because obviously it's a desert. There's not really much shade. That is just pure, dry desert heat. Beautiful country, but man, I could not live there. It's way too hot. I want to talk about the weather here in Baden-Württemberg. It is insane. And I want to tell you guys a quick story about what happened to me during the month of April. As I mentioned, I like to go for runs, and it just so happened that April is one of the most insane months in Baden-Württemberg for weather. But we actually had some good weather for about an hour span, so I decided to go for a run. So at the beginning of that run, it was around 55 degrees Fahrenheit, and it was sunny, and it was beautiful. 10 minutes into the run, it was raining, and not only raining, it was a torrential downpour. 15 minutes into the run, there was actually a hailstorm. 20 minutes into the run, there was thunder and lightning, and I can't believe I'm saying this, about 25 minutes into my run, there was some really heavy snowfall. By the end of my run, which was 30 minutes in, it had all stopped, and it was just freezing cold. So me personally, I've never experienced any weather like that, and obviously I know the climate is different around Germany, but I must say, being somebody that's not from Germany, I'm gonna go out on a limb and say that Baden-Württemberg might have some of the craziest weather in the entire country. This place is absolutely insane. All right, guys, that's gonna do it for me. It's just way too hot out here. Now I understand why Baden-Württemberg is wine country, because these elements are absolutely flawless for making wine. And obviously the soil is enriched in nutrient dense here. So that makes a lot of sense. But for us human beings, it's just way too hot For us, it's really hot. So, you know, we were actually supposed to go to Frankfurt this weekend, so now we gotta have a conversation and see if that's a smart decision or not with it being this hot. So maybe we might find something indoors to do. Yeah, it's really hot. So as always, thank you guys for the continued love and support. Look out for us going to Frankfurt this weekend. It's most likely gonna happen, but look out for that. You know, I'll try to vlog a little bit while I'm there because we've never been there. Also, there's a Chipotle there as well. That's really like our main reason for going. I think Chipotle is okay. My wife is the one that is like Chipotle's biggest fan, so we're gonna take her there, get some food. But I'm also looking forward to exploring a lot of Frankfurt. It seems like a really cool city to be in. It's obviously the financial hub here in Germany. But as always, thank you guys for the continued love and support. Thank you, Hollow, for watching. Stay cool out there.